What is up everyone? Today we got a brand new video. We are checking out how American Christmas was a huge culture shock. So I actually have no idea how American Christmas is compared to British Christmas, how I do it personally. But I think this video might explain quite a bit. So we'll have to check it out and see what we learned from this video about the American Christmas. Hope you guys enjoy this sort of content. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I just upload different mixture sort of reactions. So if you enjoy that sort of stuff, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's get straight onto this video. Let's get it.
Feel like a kid again. Partly this has been reinforced by Uncle Toby's Christmas choices, but I love looking at all of the houses with all of the lights, especially knowing that I didn't do any of the work. Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to
Was that his cat's tail just going across the screen?
Christmas. And since I'm officially taking Vlogmas by the antlers, that's a metaphor, you can expect to see plenty of videos on this topic in the next 24 days. For me in life, it's been a tale of two Christmases, British ones and American ones. And as a kid, Christmas was everything. I loved waiting.
Yeah, as a kid, like I believe Christmas is the favorite time of the year for kids. I don't know, they just feel it a lot more. Once you get older and older, I don't know, that sort of fades away. But let's keep watching.
For Father Christmas to come down the chimney, except in 1988 when we forgot to put out the fire. I also loved defeating my brother at pulling a cracker, even though the prize was a miniature thimble. And how could I forget gazing into a bauble for the first time, seeing a warped version of my already warped face. This introduction to the magic of Yuletide occurred within the festive confines of my English hometown. And I thought that my experiences of Christmas were everyone's, as if every human on earth knew the simple joy of hearing the bang of a cracker or the schmaltzy melody of Chris Rea's Driving Home for Christmas. And then, after a quarter of a century, I left behind my British bubble and moved with my wife to a bigger bubble, the United States of America. It was November 2008. A cluster of indistinct specks on the ground slowly revealed themselves to be city blocks as the plane descended over a new and bountiful kingdom known as Indianapolis. This was my first visual encounter with the latest chapter of my life, and a stark reminder of the one that I was leaving. The most enduring aspect of this image was that those city blocks were a distinct shade of white. And just like air conditioning, cheese curds and Bob Costas, this level of snow was largely unheard of in Britain. Its presence,
I think snow is a must on Christmas, you know. It just feels more Christmassy, in my opinion, having snow outside.
on the streets of
Let me know if you agree or if you disagree in the comments below, guys.
Indiana was a firm declaration that the Midwest would be dissimilar to England in every way. On that first Christmas morning in America, I did find myself looking around for the same old signs. And some of them were there. I mean, my in-laws had put up green and red tinsel, the tree was topped with a shimmering star, and people traded their dignity for Christmas jumpers. Except Americans didn't call them jumpers, they called them sweaters. And nowhere to be heard was Driving Home for Christmas. Instead, the airways played ditties I'd never heard of, like Feliz Navidad and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Speaking of festive animals, the popular dish of choice in the Midwest isn't always turkey, which is synonymous more with the US Thanksgiving. In fact, the poultry centerpiece that I've eaten most is ham, something that resembled British ham in no discernible way whatsoever. Depending on the region, this might be substituted with chicken, beef, goose, or even oysters. The dinner table is probably where the cultural Christmas divide is most abundantly brought into focus. More on that in upcoming videos, but it never occurred to me that Americans did not universally include Christmas pudding or mince pies in their dessert menus.
Oh, wow.
While these are not entirely absent from all holiday shopping carts, they do take a backseat to sweet potato pie, pecan pie, and coconut cake. What's coconut cake? Well, that's not
Never heard about coconut cake before.
Not to say that I don't devour my American Christmas food well into Boxing Day. Some habits, no matter our age or BMI score, never change, except there's one tiny detail of this anecdote that I neglected to mention. Americans don't celebrate Boxing Day. On December 26th, unless their employer decrees otherwise, most Americans swap the comfort of the couch for the reality of the workplace. Even the term Boxing Day carries little currency in this portion of North America, even as America's Canadian neighbours celebrate it with abandon. And Boxing Day doesn't stand alone in the Christmas dictionary of British-American word differences. Take, for example, the name each country gives to the jolly red and white fellow who delivers all of the presents. In America, he is known invariably as Santa, Santa Claus, or Old Saint Nick, all used in Britain. However, you will rarely, if ever, catch an American saying Father Christmas. Moreover, Brits and Americans can't seem to agree on the location of Father Christmas's homeland. Soon after moving to the US, during casual Christmas Eve chatter with my in-laws, I made reference to Santa's long journey from Lapland. Not only was the name Lapland met with puzzlement, as if to say, where is that? But it was later revealed to me that he resides in the North Pole. Either way, Santa lives in a climate not fit for humans. And so, as it turns out, did I. Those white city blocks weren't an exception. The notion of a Midwestern white Christmas is not so much a naive fantasy, but a brutal reality, depending on how warmly you receive it. And warmth, as it happens, is ensured by burying yourself in multiple layers of thick clothing, a fashion scenario really demanded by Britain's climate. In the Midwest, I've often left the house in 2 jackets and 2 sweaters, only for the cold to enter through my undies. All that aside though, while experiencing American Christmases, some of me does feel like a kid again. Partly this has been reinforced by Uncle Toby's Christmas choices, but I
love his shirt. Look at that.
love looking at all of the houses.
The Ninja Turtles.
With all of the lights, especially knowing that I didn't do any of the work. And I fondly recall destroying my brother-in-law in a snow digging contest while holding a much bigger shovel. And how could I forget gazing into a bauble just this morning and seeing a warped version of my already warped face that now has a beard. Over the next few weeks, I'll be diving deep into some of the topics discussed in today's video, as well as some non-Christmassy ones. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to do that at the end of this video, and don't forget to give my bell a little jingle. That way, throughout Vlogmas, you'll get notified of a new video every day.
Wow, that was an interesting video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know how you guys celebrate your Christmas. That would be quite interesting to check out. Hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't liked the video already, go ahead, like the video. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. And as our fellow friend here said, press that notification bell, the jingle bell. So, hope you all enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace out.